here is exactly how I find those runners when I am searching through all these meme coins, right? We have millions of these pumping out a day, it feels like. First step, you always want to focus on one section. So pick one section you want to get really good at and just focus on that section, especially if you're just starting out, because this is way too many coins pumping through here trying to focus on 3 different rows. Just ignore that part, okay? So me personally, I think my graded is the least risky. I have people that like the final stretch, and usually people hate the new pairs, okay? Why new pairs? Because you're going to get a lot of rugs. Yes, you'll see those people on YouTube that hit a lot of runners on new pairs, but you got to think they're probably using their following to pump up those coins really quick and get in and out of trades super quick, okay? So this is why we're focused on final stretch or new pairs. Personally, I like my graded best. The next step after this is to pick a time a day you want to trade, whether it's for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it may be. I'm usually trading about 1 to 2 hours on meme coins and 1 to 2 hours on futures, okay? I am not here to sit at a screen and trade all day. I don't have time. I have kids. I'm a mom. I'm running them around, running myself around, whatever I'm doing, right? I don't have time to sit in front of a screen like a lot of these teenagers or early 20-year-olds to trade meme coins. So I'm looking for some quick, get in, get out, make your money and run. So same with futures. 1 to 2 hours is all I look for. So next step, if you pull up your display here, you'll notice this is under Pulse on Axiom. So Axiom, they have a lot of cool features they release continuously each week. They have a rewards program where you get sold back, like cash back on a credit card. That's why I kind of use them. But with this, we can easily see all this. I don't have any filters set up. So you notice everyone's looking for filters. I don't think you really need filters, okay? I'm going to be straight with you. The only thing I have turned off up here is dynamic BC because I get a lot of those crap ones up, okay? So a lot of people ask me as well, how do I just show BONK coins? But here's just BONK. We've had a lot of runners on BONK lately. Usually they'll shoot up to 150, 300K at least, if not higher, right? You're going to hit those runners. But if you wanted just BONK coins, you could just turn all these off and have BONK, okay? But I'm just going to go ahead, leave all these up because I don't want to miss anything. Going to hit apply all. And for my display, we're just going to keep pro traders, market cap, volume, fees, transaction, KOLs. I'm doing something with death holding. I'm testing something out with. So you don't have to have those up. But as long as we have pro traders up, we're good. And this is this icon right here. This is your pro traders. These are KOLs or key influencers that could be buying into this coin. So these are stuff I'm looking at. Next thing, I want to make sure I am finding the top coins with the most amount of pro traders in this. So I can literally just scroll through this, look for the highest amount of pro traders. I want, depending on the time of day, right? This is going to fluctuate throughout the day depending on the volume coming into the market. It's meme coins, okay? So I want at least, I would say, above 100 pro traders in a coin, okay? But I am, during any session, pulling up the most amount of pro traders, okay? So we got white horse porn, okay. So we'll do some quick little TA on this. I already traded for the day, so I'm not going to take any trades. Section after this, I'll go over my exact strategy with you so you know when to enter meme coins so you're not buying the top and you're actually exiting at good points. I found a 16x today just by going with pro traders, which I'll show on the trades we took today next. So if we go pull this up, so you can see it's really cool here. It's 0.618 level. This was probably, this could have been around 150, 200 pro traders, maybe, 5 minutes ago or so. But you'll see here, what I'm looking for is a change of character. So I have a change of character video on my channel going over market structure and change of character, which is very important in trading. So we have a high, we have a higher high, okay? 2 highs, we have some higher lows being made. We even created, I know it's not a perfect double bottom, but double bottom right here, okay? A lot of times you'll see this on meme coins where it comes down to these fib levels. I'm talking the 0.618, 0.5, 0.786. We'll make this double or triple bottom, which I'll show you a couple of trades we took earlier today on this, whenever this video comes out. But a couple of trades we took earlier today on this. We made this double bottom. We already had our change of character. And if we were looking to get in, we can look to get in here, okay? So this was probably around 200, 150 pro traders back here, would be my guess. So if we're flipping our fib around, we're either looking to get out at this one level, a lot of times meme coins will do a double top or they'll hit this first kind of resistance level. So this was our first kind of wave up, which we're normally hitting, okay? So this one came all the way to a 250K, which 150, 250K is pretty typical of a BONK coin, I would say. So we drew our fib, we saw that 0.618. Next, you're simply gonna flip your fib around. Usually we want to be looking for these 1.272 levels, 1.618 levels for our take profit area. Could this come back up? Yes, it could. Did we hit resistance? Yes, we hit resistance right at this 0.786. Now, how could you have told, let's say you got in here at that 0.618, a little bit higher than it. How could you have told to get out here and not hold this all the way up to 1.272? That's where it gets tricky, right? So how you can tell is simply with a trailing stop loss. So we're using support and resistance here to make sure we're getting out of plays. So our support level, right? So we have this up. This will be a good support level here. We have this kind of candlestick. You'll see it held and wicked down into the support level and came up again. As soon as you saw this, you're going to have to be quick, right? But as soon as you saw this, blowing past your support level and blowing past this 200 EMA here, you got to be getting out. This is if you got in high off that 0.618. So yeah, would it probably be a little bit of profit or break-even trade? Probably. Maybe you got out there or something. But you got to watch these support and resistance levels in order to get out so you're not getting killed on these trades. Okay? And I'm going to show you the exact trades we took today where I showed that trailing stop loss in place so you can see it more in action with those support and resistance levels. But you'll see, we're just looking at the number of pro traders. This would have been, what, like a 1x, 70%. So, see what we got here. Tommy Wami, 300 pro traders in this. I just pulled it up because it's popping out the top of migrated, has 300 pro traders in it. See what we're hitting. It is a BONK coin. You can tell up here by this little icon, it says BONK. It's not a pumped up fun coin. We went to 170K, we're hitting that 0.618 level. We're getting a divergence on our MACD, which is interesting. So we got a little divergence. We got a lot of insiders coming in, right? We got about 10% insiders, so I probably wouldn't want to touch this right now, especially since we pumped all the way down to our 0.786. We're also only 3 minutes in on this coin, so probably have to wait and see if we made yeah, we're just making lower lows and lower highs. So I would not, especially once we hit the 0.786 level, not interested in this at all. Okay. We tanked. As soon as you saw this, kind of holding below this 200 EMA here, not popping above it, and it didn't. Tried to make a double bottom here. We tried to make a change of character here, but it was more triple top. So these are all the things I'm looking at. So we're getting another kind of divergence here. We're all the way at 25K though. So this one, I probably wouldn't be interested in touching. PNUT, whatever it is. Pull up this one. It's got a lot of kind of bundled them out. Do have some smart traders in this. I guess we can see back on these if we had smart traders in this. So none on this one. Do we have any on this one? Couple on this one. Like kind of about high. Ooh, he's selling good. This one's moving though, okay? He's selling. So let's see. Probably hitting our 1.272 area right now, which is our take profit. But we're at 360 pro traders down here. We got 23% bundlers. I don't know if I'd want to take a risk on this. It's a little bit too much bundlers. Pay attention to these numbers down here. Usually you don't want these too high or too much in red. Bot coins are a little bit different still. See if we can hit maybe a pullback on this. We'll pull up seed phrase here because that's 263 pro traders. Can scan through. Aussie, 700 pro traders. I'm thinking a rug, but we'll pull it up and see. Meme stock we already hit. Pomni we already hit, or I cover that later. Yeah, so this is a very ruggy coin, right? You can just look at this. No wicks on these candles, kind of rugging through. I don't know. Maybe it's the real. Look at this giant pump. Yeah. Good luck not getting rugged out on that coin. Taking a risk there. Could be like the Trump coin though. So seed phrase, this one already hit as well. Could have hit some pullbacks here. Once you're below that 200 EMA, usually on futures, when you're below the 200 EMA, you want to be looking at shorts. So you don't want to be taking those trades in MemeCoin trading. You want to be above that 200 EMA like it is all the way up here. So same kind of thing here. So we're hitting this. Flip this around, get rid of these track traders. This one went to 150K. We're 2 minutes in on migrated. Still have 340 pro traders in it. Hitting the 0.5 level. Did not make a change character. We now made a lower low. So we probably want to avoid this for the most part. Also, we got 10% insiders just ticking up, 11, 12% bundlers. Something I don't want to take a risk on. But these are all the things I am looking for when I am trading meme coins and trying to find those runners. Next, I'm going to show you a couple of coins I found. We found a 16X today, so I do want to show that to you, and we will get into it. I want to point out here, the only thing I'm looking at is the number of pro traders. You'll see I have barely anything else up. Currently testing out some different things, so don't worry about that. But pro traders, that is all I am looking at, and I'm usually looking at the top of migrated and just pulling the highest number of pro traders up, looking for a pullback. So this one only came up to around 100K. It's got kind of a lot of bundlers in it. Not a lot of volume, not the highest amount I've seen. But we did, on our live session, we pulled up PNUT, and guess who sold? I tried to get back in, didn't hold it, but I sold. We are all the way in back here, so let me just show my trades. My crazy trades. So we are all the way in back here. We'll get rid of these tracked wallets. All the way back in here. I was just looking at the 1.272 mark. Try to do a recap of this, but this would have been a 15X. 15X I missed. But we were looking, I saw this at around 200 pro traders. So 200 pro traders. We were all the way down here, right? Came down 0.618, right? This is going to look bigger when you're live trading, but we had a triple bottom going on. We made a cross on our MACD down here. We got our change of character, meaning we made a higher high off this high. We had some higher lows going. Got in around here, right? And my dummy butt thought we were going to make a triple top here. I cheated, got out. So I thought we were going to make a lot of meme coins like to make double top, triple tops at this near top level. So I was selling there. Can you do 50%? Sure, you can do 50%, 100%. But drawing her, there's our 1.272 before we got another dip. 1.618, 2 level before we got another dip. Just writing this up. You can trail your stop loss, right? So here's like support levels. This is what I'm doing next. Trailing stop losses with these support levels on the 5-second time frame. If you draw a line here, you'll see it came down just to that point. So you could just move your stop loss instead of down here, past this low where you're entered, and your stop loss is here. If it comes past that point, you'll probably get out. However, we're just trailing our stop loss up next time. So we can trail it. So here's our next support level. You'll see, didn't even come down and touch the support level, right? Kept going up, okay? So trailing our stop losses. Here we go. Trailing this up. Here's our next support level. Touched it perfectly. Touched it perfectly here. Just recapping this trade. So we touched it right here. Keep trailing. Almost came down. This is what I'm doing next time. We're going to trail this up, okay? So trailing this all the way up. Here's our next support level. Even almost touched here. Okay, with this candlestick. This is a 15X here. We were in all the way back here. Okay? This isn't a lie. I'll tell you what, I can pull up these coins. Me holding meme coins, oh my gosh. Who doesn't get scared of holding meme coins because they dump so quick? I don't know. But here we are. So we're trailing this up. Next support level, let's get iffy. So we're trailing up, probably looking here. So here, I probably for sure definitely look at getting out because we're coming past this white line here. Here's your next kind of support level. So we're coming past this white line here. You'll see it even tried. Kept going up. I would have probably definitely exited there had I been trailing my stop loss like a normal person. But kept going up. You'll see a lot of times too with meme coins, it may dip a little bit below it before going up again. So here's our next support level. Came way below our support level. Okay? Thought, because I saw it come below our support level. We're making lower highs, lower lows here. That's why I kind of exited out, but trailing up again, okay? So this went all the way to 2.5 million, and we saw it back here at like 100K, okay? So 16x. Huge profit. So that was a big play I pulled up today. Pomni, this one just happened, but kind of cheated out of this one as well. Basically all these coins today, wasn't feeling it. So been working too hard or something. And I got out of this one rather quickly. Yeah. So I was looking around this area to get out the 1.272. So I was looking back here, entered this late, right? But we're above our 200 EMA. We got higher lows. We got to change of character, all the good stuff. So change of character. What is that? Here's a high. Here's another high. Here's a higher low. Here's a higher low. So our change of character right here, right when we made this next high up. Okay, that's our change of character. So trailing your stop loss again. Let's look at trailing stop losses on meme coins. Let's do better, Leah, right? It's not G'd out of every trade on a meme coin. Okay. So here's our support. Wow. This one really went up. Here's our support. You'll see came down, tapped it pretty nicely. Here's our next support level, trailing it up. Didn't even come down and tap it here. Trail it up. Here's our next support level. Hit that one pretty perfectly, right? Came down, tapped it. Here's our support level. Trail it up. You can get to the top here where it's starting to break that support level, which I'm starting to notice. Trailed up. We really broke the support level here, right? We got this big dip down. Had you entered here, got out of here, you're missing out on a lot of profits. Did it have another pump up? Yes, it did. So if you're looking at second play, you'll notice during this whole time, we stayed pretty well above this blue line, this 200 EMA here, okay? So if we pull up our indicators, our moving average exponential, just pull that up. You'll see it's this dark blue line here. And we're gonna adjust it to, or we can go to settings here. Adjust this length 9 to 200, okay? So you'll see it there. A lot of times price will come back to this 200 EMA and then bounce off of it, or if it completely makes lower lows and takes back down. That's what we're looking at. So trailing these stop losses up next time. Let's look at Oozborn, okay? Look at this rug. Why do you cheat, Leah? Because of this stuff. This is why. This is why. Okay, call me a cheater. All right, but looking at these trades here, these were all within 1 hour from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Central, okay? So looking here, got our fib retracement. So came down, hit our 0.382. So you'll see a lot with meme coins as well. We got a double, triple bottom going on here. Double, triple bottom. We got a cross on our MACD down here. Just reset this. Oop, can't really reset it because it was probably an hour ago. But we could get a cross here on our MACD, signaling we could get some bullish momentum. Okay, we're still, it's 200 EMA, still looking pretty bullish. Nice and up movement. So next, I was actually looking more for the support. Oh, I guess it did come down and hit the support. Okay. So it wicked down into the support here with this red candle. So we got our change of character here, wherever you're entering, but came all the way up. And this was a slower ticker, right? So we're entering here. This one took 36 minutes before doing this rug. But let's look at our take profit levels. Where are we looking to take profit? So entering around the 0.618. Here's our 1.272. That's where I sold, right? Actually, I think it came down. Yeah, it must have come down on me. So I probably got out late. But here, 1.272, 1.618 lines perfectly with this top range, okay? It's 2 level. Just missed it by a hair. All these fib levels you can look to take profit at, okay? So if you're entering at that 0.618, that's a 2 to 3x there, okay? So that was another coin pulled up. Here was the coin I lost on. I thought it could maybe, problem with this one is we had a bunch of resistance around here. Just couldn't blow past that. I thought maybe we could come up to this level. Did not have it, so I had to get out basically when I saw we went past this low here. So we were breaking kind of our support once again, breaking our support. That's our support, that's why I got out. Okay, this was a loss. So once we broke that support, I got out. You'll see, just tanked after that. I didn't have it, probably because of this resistance here. I think it could come back up to this resistance. We hit that 300K market cap. We had a lot of pro traders in it, but it did not have it. So get in, get out. We don't want to take huge losses here. Went over that one. Memesto, kind of last on the list here. All right. So buy, sell. So this one we saw back here, had a lot of good volume. I believe it had around 300 pro traders in, popped up on the top of migrated. Okay. So it came all the way down again to our 0.618 level. So this kind of double, triple bottom. We had to change character, made a high over this high, higher lows. Okay. Then all the way up to 150K we went. Okay. I sold right around the 1.272. So once again, here's where I'm selling. Okay. 1.272. Came all the way up though, almost to our 2 level. So more accurate with, I would say, our 1.618 level for that take profit. All right. So those, looking at another 2x here. Not no 16x X like PNUT, but still pretty good. Had we trailed up our stop loss, again, here's our support level. Support level, we didn't come past it. Our next kind of support level, I guess you could consider this green candlestick. You'll see it kind of wicked right through it. Next support level, now for sure, if you're making this, tried to come past it, tried get some big bearish candlesticks. We got to cross on our MACD, signaling we should probably get out. Of course, we got to cross our MACD here before crossing up, but now we're getting a bunch of downward momentum. Okay, so we probably bypassed. Not sure. 200 EMA is not really a pairing for this one. Maybe on the 1 second. Take a look. But for sure, coming past those support levels, you want to be trying to get out, okay, for your trailing stop loss. Anyways, those were the coins we are pulling up in live trading. I do my best to live trade meme coins at least 2 to 3 times a week, I want to say. Depends on the schedule. Futures, I trade daily. So all these TA concepts apply, but I am pulling. I'm looking at my grid. Pick one section to focus on and look at pro traders. Just hit your display, click pro traders here, and these are the number of pro traders. We want the highest number of pro traders that are probably popping up first. I'm looking to get in and out of plays. I don't need to be dinking around with meme coins, okay? Yeah, futures I get in and out of too within 5 to 10 minutes, okay? So I am for sure a scalper. But let's see this one here. Got a double top going on. What do we got? 268 pro traders in it. We got our change of character, hit support. We hit 92K. Trying to do a quick overview of this. Kind of just pulled it off. But there it is. Here it is. So missing this one. But we saw this first. 286 pro traders at the top of migrated. That's all I'm looking for. Here we are hitting that 1.272 level. I don't really want to be getting in now just because we already hit that take profit level. Maybe we'll hold this kind of support here. Guess we can see. That would be the most ideal. Our 200 EMA doesn't look bad actually. So look to see what fib line we're 0.236. So we hit 115K. Holding that support pretty nicely. Yeah. So we might come up to this 150K level. So if we can get in and get out real quick. Oh. Come on, 1.272. Oh, I thought too late. There it is. Just waiting for the pump to settle. Whatever, you get the picture. Just trying to hit it. Sell on the pump there. Missed it though. But yeah, just scalping. Trying to hit that 1.272 really quick. Just to show you really quick while I'm recording. Hit the sell a little too early. Just trying to hit it right on a pump. But missed it by a hair. Anyways, that is what we're looking for, okay? Get in, get out.